Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video I am going to be doing a little update on my Sertraline tablets that I take for my mental health. I have had a lot of comments on my last video that I did on Sertraline, which covered the first month of me taking it and the side effects and how I was feeling and things like that. So if you do want to watch that video, it will be linked in the description box down below. But I got a lot of comments on it, basically saying like, well, how do you feel on it now? And so because it's almost been a year since I've started taking the Sertraline, I wanted to do an update. And basically, to put it bluntly and honestly, the side effects have subsided somewhat, but there are other side effects that are still very, very much there every day. So really the side effects that I had when I first started taking them, they came up very, very strong in the first month to 2 months, and usually that's just a sign of your body getting used to having the Sertraline in the system. And that happens a lot, of course, with any kind of tablets. Although my body has now, gotten used to taking the Sertraline, I still get some, not all, but some of the side effects. So the side effects that I still currently have are the dizziness. I do get headaches still, not all the time every day, but I get a lot more headaches since starting the Sertraline than I ever have done in the past. Just feeling out of it. And there will be times when I talk very, very, very slowly, and it takes me a while, if someone is speaking to me, to really digest what is being said and what is going on and what the conversation is. And I've always struggled as well with learning new things. It takes me a long, long time, because when I learn something new, I want to be able to put all of my interest in it, all of my concentration into it, and I want to get it right. And I have this anxiety of doing something wrong and it having disastrous consequences. And so always it has taken me a long time to learn things. But I feel like since starting on the Sertraline, that is perhaps a little bit more severe, I think. And I have, since starting the Sertraline, been in contact with my doctor, whether that be going down to the surgery or whether that be actually just phone conversations. But to be honest, going to the doctors is something that I used to be very, 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 very nervous about. And over time, because I always see the same doctor, and I've been with this particular doctor for years and years and years and years and years, and she knows everything about me and how I'm feeling and how I am and what my problems are. I have recently been a little bit more open, and that is why, I've been diagnosed with several other conditions, because I have finally reached that point with the doctors where I can openly speak with my doctor, and I can be honest with how I'm feeling, and I know that she will try to help me because we have gained the trust, Whereas if I was going to see any other doctors, it would just be like, no, I would lose the plot. I always get extremely nervous if I'm seeing a new doctor or somebody new in the medical profession. I like to see the same person at all costs, if I can, of course. I know it's not always possible, but yeah, recently I have been able to be a lot more open with my doctor, and there's been a few other bits health-wise that I do need to do a separate video on and update you guys with it. Basically, the difference from the Sertraline with my experience in the previous video that I did on it to now, today's video, is not much. The Sertraline hasn't really helped as much as I thought it would, and I've been in regular contact with my doctor, like I just said, and she's basically thinking that it is now time We've given the sertraline more than enough time to make a difference. However, it's not helping, and even she thinks like it's time for me to maybe slowly wean myself off the sertraline and go on to something else. And she did give me the name of the medication that she would like me to try next and she think would really help me. However, I have forgotten the name of it, and it is a very, very long medical something or other name. I think it begins with the letter E, if I remember rightly. I will pop it here if I can find it. She thinks it's time that I just went off the sertraline completely and then slowly built up with this new medication that she basically said that she rarely prescribes to people. So I'm hoping that maybe when I next meet up with her, which will be more than likely within the next few weeks, I will be able to say to her, let's start this new medication then. Because I don't think the sertraline is having the desired effect, and I'm currently on the maximum dose per day that you can take, which is 200 milligrams. There'll always be a few side effects, like the feeling completely out of it, like the lights are on but nobody's home, and the dizziness and things like that. Please let me know your experience on sertraline or any other medication that you can take for mental health. And I really hope that sometime in the near future we will be able to find the medication that is right for me, that helps me, but up until that point it's just trial and error, I guess. In the early days I thought that the sertraline was having an okay effect, but nope. I think that was just my brain fooling me, to be quite honest. So with that, I hope that if you are taking sertraline or any other mental health medication, that you are being helped with it. I hope that you're not like me and it's a lot of just trial and error and this doesn't work and that doesn't work. I hope you are getting the help that you need. Thank you so much for listening. If you're new here, make sure to click on that subscribe button. If you like this video, make sure to leave it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope to see you in my next video.